Hello. So here's a compact Pilates session for you. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. We'll have a little bit of standing, and then we'll go down. And we're going to do all four sides today, and come back up to standing. So hopefully this goes really well for you. Right. So without further ado, just look at your posture, look at your feet, look at your stature and how you're standing. Keep your feet hip width apart, soften the knees, lift up through your pelvic floor, right into the core and shoulders back. So we're just going to start with our little shoulder rolls. We like these all the way around. You breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So think of breathing in good air and releasing. Soften the knees, lift the arms right up to the top, and then we're going to stretch one arm really tall as if you're going for the ceiling, and then other arm really tall, and then we're going to push up and down. So one goes up, one comes down. Reach right up and feel this lovely stretch all down the side. Breathe into center, and again push one up to the ceiling, one down to the floor. Really stretch through the side. It's a lovely stretch. Okay, and then roll the shoulders. Just going to do a little Cossack turn. So soften the knees and then follow the eyes, follow the head and rotate behind you. And then breathe into return. Remember to smile. And the head leads and turn and come back. Let's do one more of those. And breathe in and breathe out. Wonderful. Okay, that's all the warm-up you're going to get today. Just march those little legs out, soften those, and we're going to go into the roll down. 2 practice roll downs and then 2 roll downs with a press. Come back up into the downward dog. That's all you're getting for now. Let's go. So, starting from the side, standing nice and tall, pulled, excuse me, pulled up and pulled in, and then we go. Breathe in to prepare. As you breathe out, slowly rolling down, then take your weight to the front of your feet, squeeze the center so your heels are sort of floating. That's it, lovely, tucking right under. These are warm-ups, so you can stop anytime you like. I can really feel it now. Breathe deep, squeeze the abdominals and really come back, leaning forward. Don't mistake this, don't go back onto the heels, not until you're into the upright position. And then here, back onto the heels we go again. Blow, squeeze again. This is a warm-up. So just feel your spine opening each segment as you roll down towards the floor. The shoulders are soft, the arms are soft. The head is tucked right under, looking for the navel. And this time a little bit lower. Take a breath in. And then squeeze with the abdominals. Really curl round. Feeling each vertebrae stacking back on top of itself. And then squeeze the abdominals, just lifting, lifting, lifting. Let's bring the arms in for the full one. So lifting up through the body. And then here we go again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Tuck down. Eyes for the navel. Lean forward. Pulling the tummy in the whole time. Keep going gently to the floor. Touching the floor. Soften the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4. Set up your press position, squeeze the abdominals and down for the press. And then push and then up at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Head comes under. Squeeze the abdominals and roll round. One more like that. Lift the arms up into the air. And then as we lower, take a nice breath in. And then we're going down on the out breath. Doing really well. Stay with me. Nice and forward on the front of your feet. Relax through the spine. Squeeze the abdominals. Down we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice press position. Think about your body. Here we go. Down. And then really don't panic. Push. Arms. You've got the strength. Body in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tuck. Feel the balance. Squeeze the abdominals and blow. Shh. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to go down into the downward dog. 6 heel presses, and child's pose. Take a breath. As we breathe out, roll round, make it a good one. Keep the spine really just unloading one segment at a time. Squeezing the abdominals as tight as you can. That's where it's all happening. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to push up. So push right up into that downward dog. Really lengthen, feel it in your hamstrings. And then we're going to just rock one side to the other. So you're really stretching through that calf. Keep the abdominals pulled up and in. This is 4. This is 5. And this is 6. So from there, go down into the knees, open the knees and sit back. Stretch forward and lengthen. So today we're going to start face down, and we're going to start with something you haven't actually done with me before. It's called the diamond press. So squeeze the belly as you rock forward, walk forward on the forearms, lower the bottom to the floor and into this position. We're going to do a stretch first, lengthen the arms and really stretch your body as far as it can go. Just feel like, cats and dogs love to stretch. They're so sensible. Okay, and then we're going to come into the diamond press. So we take the elbows and we make a little diamond with our hands in this position, laid out in front of us. So it's just sort of by the eyesight. And as it sounds, we're going to do a diamond press. So first things to do is take a breath in as you breathe out. Lift the abdominals from the floor. And then nice and controlled, you're just going to lift up, squeezing the shoulders back and down as if you're pressing forward into the diamond. That's it. And then breathe in, relax the abdominals. And again, blow, squeeze, lift the core off the floor and then diamond press. So just really lifting up, lifting the neck, stretching everything at the front of you and come back down. We only have 2 more. Breathe out, lift the abdominals, lift the head. Push off the forearms and really lengthen through the front of your body. And breathe in again, just relax. Let the air come in nice and relaxed. And then as you breathe out, squeeze the abdominals, lift the core and lengthen. It's such a nice little exercise. And then release that. Lovely. I'm going to use the hands as a support for the forehead now as we do 4 single leg raises. So my head is relaxed on the hands. Take a breath in as you breathe out, lift the abdominals and then lift one leg. Really feel the muscles you're using, the glutes, the hamstrings, everything. And then slowly lower, breathe in. Engage the core, lift the leg. Really squeeze, holding that center nice and strong. Breathe in to lower. Blow, squeeze. Really holding. So don't push off the other leg. Be mindful of that. I want you to be mindful of everything. Breathe, blow, squeeze. We are literally using the extensor muscles at the back here to lift. Breathe in, breathe out, switch over. Keep your neck long and lengthened because I keep looking towards the camera. I can feel myself tensing up my neckline, so please don't do that. Breathe in. This is your last one coming. Blow, squeeze and lift. That's beautiful. Now we're going to go into one of my favourite postural exercises. Slide your arms around the back, palms to the floor. We're going into dorsal raises. So take a nice deep breath in. Lift that core nice and strong. Lift your arms. Really squeeze the muscles. You can rotate the hands outwards but not inwards. And then come back down. Breathe in. There's nothing coming from the bottom. Blow, squeeze, lift. We only have 4 of these, so 2 left. Breathe in, lower. Remember to smile. I know you're focused. Blow, squeeze. I know you want to get the most out of this short time together. And breathe in. We have 1 more. And squeeze, lift. Really working to get the stomach off the floor. Don't worry if it doesn't. It's the internal muscles we're interested in. Well done. And that was that. So we're going to come back now into child's pose. So squeeze the abdominals. That's lovely. Lift up. Open the knees, close the feet and lengthen back. Lengthen forward and a good stretch here. You can just rock from side to side here. Try and get lower and lower, loosening the hips, loosening the back. Lengthen. You can rest the forehead upon the mat. That's absolutely fine. Take another breath in here. And then bring yourself up a little. Have a little stretch through the front. That's lovely. Now we're going to lower back down onto the front. And we're going to roll onto the side. Okay, so we need to do both sides. So remember that. I hope I don't lose you. I want you to be comfortable. On the chair here, I have a little prop that I can use for my head if I want to. I find it quite difficult with a microphone. So you may want to use the prop. You can use a towel. I might just use my hand. So our first exercise here on the side is we're going to lengthen that top leg. So stretch that top leg out for me. And when you stretch that top leg out, you're going to feel this nice gap here in your waistline. If you don't, it means you're sagged and you're not pulled up and pulled in here. So I want you to really stretch that hip right away from you. Okay, and then we're going to go into some leg circles. So you're going to point the toe, not so that you get cramped, but just pointed. And imagine that there's a grapefruit at the end, right down there, and you're just going to circle around the grapefruit. So it's not a huge circle. Really squeeze the abdominals. You can have your hand on here, or if you want to, you can have it here. So that's 3 in one direction. We're going the other way. So really squeezing, using those glute muscles to help with the abduction. And one more there, squeezing the abdominals. Beautiful. Okay, from there we're going into a leg lift. I'd like you to pull your toes in so you tense more of the leg. Keep that nice waistline gap and then lift and lower. We're doing 4. Blow. Shh. And breathe. You're starting to feel this all around the hip now and into the bottom. Lift. 2 more. Squeeze. Good time to practice those smiling muscles again. Really. And lift. Actually, it's grimace time, I feel. Okay. You get a little rest here. So soften the bottom. Then you're going to bring this leg in front of you. Try and get it so that the knee and the hip are in alignment. So at 90 degrees. And then we're going to, again, open up that waistline, but we're going to lift the bottom leg. Now, if you are very slim and haven't got a lot of fat on you, I'm okay. Or if you have hip problems, you might want to place a towel underneath. So pause me, get something that makes it comfortable. We're going to lift the lower leg. So pull the toes up towards you and then just lift that leg. Very good here for the adductor muscles. So we've got 6 of these because we don't exercise these enough. So that was 2. So this is 3. Lifting, squeezing, breathe. 4. Really lift. 5. Nice and focused. And 6. That's beautiful. Okay, well done. Legs together. So now we're in the sort of 90 degrees. And we're going to just do this top arm. I've just realised I'm too close to the wall. So I'm just going to come forward a little bit. And you're just going to place your hand on your on your shoulder. And your elbow is going to circle. You're familiar with these. Not in this position, but you've done a lot of this. So the reason the knees are bent is that will balance the body as we do the circles with the arm. Wonderful position to do it in. And again, you'll notice I always take the arm in the backward position. I'm going to lengthen the arm now and do it in a full arm. Please, please be careful that you have the space around you, but also don't over exercise the shoulder. So just do where's comfortable for you. We're going to do 1 more of those. That's lovely. Keep that waistline lifted off the floor. That's lovely. And release. From there, we're going to go onto our back. So just roll over. That's lovely. And now, because we've just rolled over and we've been in a funny position, just have that really good stretch again. So really lengthen through the body. Walk the feet away from you as if you're standing and stretching through the hips. That's beautiful. Then, squeezing the abdominals, bringing the legs up. So, a few little exercises here. I'm going to start with a single leg stretch. I like the single leg stretch. It challenges so many muscles on the body. So I'm going to imprint the spine, so close the gap between your ribs and your hip bones. And then keeping the neck nice and long, the shoulders back and down, bringing one leg to tabletop and then the second. Must keep imprinted. And to make it easier for you, I won't go on about the hand placement. You can just put your hands either side of the knee. So take the position, lift your head, free your neck and lengthen your shoulders towards your bottom. And then literally we're going to go for 8 of these. So 1, 2, 3, pulled up and pulled in, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and just have a little rest. We're going to do it again. This time, if you want less challenge, put your feet up higher, as in the straight leg, and if you want more challenge, take it down. Let's do another 8. Lift the head, look at the knees, lengthen the leg, and I'm going to take mine a little bit lower, and here, 1, 2, 3, 4, squeeze the abdominals, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Beautiful. Okay, now we've got a little bit more core work. So we're going to keep the body in this position with the tabletop. Make sure that they're at 90 degrees. And then we're going to place the hands behind the head and we're going to do an abdominal crunch. And then we're going to do knees to chest. I'll show you as we go. Abdominal crunch, just blow out, lift the head. You want to be shaking. If I was talking, it'd be like a little billy goat right now. I don't want to talk. And breathe in. We do 2 more of these. Really feel the tension and breathe in. Now we're going to bring the knees to the chest. So stay in the position because we're going to do them again. Knees to chest means this. 1, under control. 2, 3, really squeeze that core. 4 and 5. Rest that. We're going to go the other way again. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3. Really squeeze. 4. Core. Who wrote this program? And 5. Really feeling that. And then we've got a reverse. Bring the knees in. And 1. Squeeze the abdominals. 2. Doing really well. 3. If it's too hard, just stop. 4. Last one. 5. Now. Oh, hug the knees into the chest. Release them. That's lovely. Okay. One of my favorite exercises coming next. It's called the single leg pull. So we're going to take one leg up in the air and one leg out. The one in the air, we're going to hold right at the calf here. The other one, they're both pointed and they stay long. And we're just going to switch legs. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 more. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, such a nice exercise. Okay, so that's all I'm going to ask of you here, but we're going to do a little rolling like a ball just to soften us up. So placing the hands on your, actually, let's come up first, shall we? Okay, so arms behind you. Take a nice, you might not do it this way. Now take a nice breath in, squeeze the abdominals, roll round with the head, and then slowly, slowly, slowly come up into the seating position. Beautiful. Okay, so from here, we're going into rolling like a ball, and it's not the advanced one, it's just a nice relaxed one. So we're in a nice balanced position, and then we're going to go round, and then we're going to come up to balance point. So try and pick that balance point. The more you do it, the easier it gets. Here we go, breathe in. Beautiful, and again, breathe in. And breathe out. Some people say this is like a massage. I don't really find it that massagey, but then I like massage. I'd rather lay there and have somebody do my massage. Okay, so that was rolling like a ball. Put your feet down, lengthen them out, and then we're going to do a C spine. So take the arms out nice and long, take a breath in. As you breathe out, roll round, really stretch forward. Oh my goodness, you can really get beautiful stretch in the hamstrings, calves, I've got my toes. Release the toes, breathe in, breathe out, restack the spine. Beautiful. Up into a nice upright position we go again. Blow. Lengthen everything from the arms to the back to the neck. Still looking for the navel. Release, breathe in. Restack the spine, all the way up to the top. One more like that. Blow. Lengthen forward. You can get a lot of length out of the shoulders here. And come back. Now we're going to go and roll back onto the floor. So squeeze the abdominals, curl round with your core. If you need your knees or anything, that's fine. I like to do it with a nice straight leg, one vertebrae at a time. Test yourself all the time. Don't be quick. Don't waste this energy. Make sure you get the best out of every exercise. Here, just stretch again, really stretch out, and then I've got to switch sides. You don't have to, you're just going to roll on the other side. Okay, so where were we? We were just rolling onto our side. Okay, down we go, find that comfy position, put that smile back on your face, bring your knees so that they're at 90 degrees, square up the hips and prepare to lift off with that leg. So we're going to take the top leg first, lengthen it out, lift the waistline off the floor. I'm going to lower my head so I don't strain my neck. And then from there, we're going to do the circles. So just a little grapefruit. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Switch ways. Keep going. Shoulders back and down, neck lengthened. 2, 3. I just feel like I want to do more. Okay, pull the toes up on this top leg now. We're going for the raises. Keep the hip pushed away from you. Lengthen your body. 1, 2, 3. Really squeeze them. 4. Really lift, but don't compromise this. 5. Last one. 6. I think I should have done 4, but it's good for you anyway. And then release that. Knees releasing. Pop that one forward. You want that at 90 degrees. In the hip, and then lengthen that bottom leg. We've still got a little gap going on, and then here we're lifting. So don't forget if you need to support that hip. So we do 6 of these, I know, because we want to really strengthen our adductor muscles. That's 3. Squeezing the core, lifting the belly, shoulders back and down. Feeling amazing. You've just done this. We're so close to the end. And lift. That was lovely. And then gently bring that back in, balancing the body. We go into the shoulder circles. So hand on the shoulder, squeeze the abdominals, lift up, and then rotate round. Really feel a nice movement all through the shoulder and the scapula. And then we're going to take that into a full arm. Again, I'm just going to adjust myself so I can actually turn it. Okay, so that's it, and then lengthen. Lengthen it as it goes round. And again, breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. And breathe out. That's amazing. Okay, from there we're going to go face down to finish our session because that's how we come up stretching. So roll onto the front. I'll come over here so I'm still able to be seen. Have a good stretch. All the body, lengthen the body, squeeze the abdominals, tighten everything, and then release it. We'll have one cheeky little lift of our bottom. So we're going to take both legs up into the air. So squeeze the abdominals, lift from the floor so there's a nice gap, and then just lift that legs, and really your bottom is working really hard. Squeeze the legs together. Hold that position, count yourself through. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, you're glad for the rest. Okay, so we're going to tuck the toes underneath us, hands under the shoulder, and then we're going to bend at the knees. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Coming into the all fours, put the toes underneath you, stretch your body back. Have a little stretch here. It's not child's pose. We're just stretching right through the calves, right through the shoulders and the chest. And then we're going to come up again. So 3, 2, 1. Walk those hands in nice and slow. That's beautiful. And then rock onto your toes into that nice squat position. I like this position. We talk about this a lot, sitting in this position. So this position's lovely, getting a nice little stretch through the glutes, but also through the Achilles tendon and through the calves. We're going to go into our standard roll down position. So we're going to put the bottom up in the air. So please make sure that your feet are hip width apart. Take a breath in. Mindful and focused. Drop the head down. Lift the bum up. Lengthen the legs. If you need to let go of the floor, that's absolutely fine. Keeping the weight on the front of your toes, just not in your heels. If you would like to stroke down where you're stretching, you're feeling that all through the hamstrings. The more you do that, look for your navel. Squeeze the abdominals. Think of how wonderful your body is. We're going to come up in 3. So take a breath. On the 3, we'll start coming up. So 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Slowly squeeze the abdominals, tucking round, keeping the weight off your heels still. Take it 1 vertebra at a time. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Shoulders are back and down. Head still tucked in. We rock back onto the heels as we straighten up through the shoulders and into the head. Well done. Soften that just by marching. You've done a brilliant session. I don't know whether it's evening or morning, but congratulate yourself, because every time you do something more towards getting this body perfect, how you want it, strong, flexible, mobile, I just want to say thank you. Little energize. Get your arms, lift them up in the air and ski squat down and breathe. And breathe. Last one. Whee! Well done. I celebrate you. Have a good day.